goes about his business. No social media.
Lil Mo Santana is the Clippers, bro. Look how this nigga rely on AI buckets, bro. Straight pick and roll AI buckets.
Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. Ball's going up the court. And it's Chicago with a board. And that reserved approach from Kawhi. Don't confuse it for a lack of personality. Smitty, he's a funny guy, but by his own words, huh?
He is, B.A. Staying out of the spotlight, that's just what he likes to do. He might have missed out on some marketing potential, but keeping out of social media is a very wise choice. Defenses pay a lot of attention to Zach LaVine because he can attack from anywhere in the half court, a player you can't lose track of.
And with LaVine and the attention he garners, it opens up his teammates.
B.A. Zach LaVine has improved in that regard. When his teammates are open, he swings it right on time. His IQ on the offensive side has gone way up.
Hits a three-pointer.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Zubac against Ball. Pass to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
George outside from behind the arc. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Kicks it to DeRozan. The rebound by Jackson.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Knocks down the long J. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Outside LaVine. 1:09 left in the first quarter here. And they come right back with their own three-point. LaVine's got 5.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be payback. LaVine matching threes and making plays.
George against LaVine. Knocked away and stolen by Williams. On the wing, DeRozan. Jackson against Ball. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
With slightly revised mechanics, Lonzo has become a more consistent threat from downtown.
George outside, takes the 3, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Jackson. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. George left side. Off target from the baseline. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Bulls out in front, leading by just 2. After this break, we'll... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
The 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. The 3, George. That doesn't go either for George.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And LaVine throws it down.
I expect this from Zach LaVine. To put on a show at the rim. Defense should have seen that coming.
Ball against George. That's tipped. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Outside LaVine. Fires for three. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Here's Leonard. Shoots over ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Zach LaVine with his first All-Star selection in 2021, and then the Bulls added a second All-Star, Nikola Vucevic, at the trade deadline. LaVine said, "We got another big-time player here. Guys, with this combination, they have a chance to be special."
Well, they're putting some pieces together, Allie. Thanks for that. Sinks the tray.
One thing about Lonzo Ball, he's a gamer, rising to the challenge, answering back with a 3 of his own. It's become pretty clear that if a team's looking to run a fast-paced offense, Lonzo Ball is the perfect choice at the point.
And the ball out of play, the Bulls will have it. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's LaVine for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. It does seem like Lonzo's game is suited to an up-tempo attack, Smitty.
I totally agree, B.A. It gets him into his comfort zone. And when he's in a groove, making plays, scoring on his own, he's a very dangerous offensive player.
Outside LaVine. And LaVine throw it down.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
George, an easy 2 on the layup. George has got 15 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Ball outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
They dropped both games against this team last season. Just a shellacking they don't want to repeat.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Right side, LaVine. Drains the triple. LaVine's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Here's George. Takes it inside, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. LaVine with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Vucevic. And he gets that one. And now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
And you see the pass. LaVine improving as a playmaker, learning how to succeed at this level.
And Leonard, here we go. And it's in there. He's got 12.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Zubac against LaVine. 1:51 left in the second period. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Grant, starting your career in the 50s.
Oh,
You don't. Actually, 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
really, BA, the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And George with the basket on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. LaVine against Zubac. From downtown, and it's LaVine with the 3. LaVine's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Leonard. .40 seconds left to play in the first half.
I can't lie. I love to see that kind of physical play under the rim. He boxes out and claims the rebound.
Here's LaVine. Wow! Crazy good!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, VA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
LaVine. Here's Vucevic going inside. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Basketball.
11 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Ball.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong timing and discipline.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. It was a return to form for him tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And so in the game for the Bulls, Ball and LaVine make up the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. Clock at 6. George against LaVine. From outside the arc, Leonard pulls down the board.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
And Kawhi Leonard dipping his toe into free agency. Now, he opted out mostly to sign a longer contract with the Clippers, and in just 2 years, he has shown his value for this franchise. So they felt the same, and both are now linked for the next 4 years.
Ball against Jackson. Ball into the lane, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I like when Lonzo takes initiative. When he's knifing inside, it forces the defense to act.
Shooting for Chicago. Lonzo Ball.
And so Ball nails both of them. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The Clippers trail. Now George. He's got 22. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 25 points.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
LaVine against Leonard. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Ball into the lane. Goes back up. Pass to Vucevic. It's deflected, and he recovers it.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Chicago has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. There's Ball with a 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
For 3, George. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Leonard against Levine. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Levine. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself Playoff P. He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
There's the triple. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Banked it in off the glass. Vucevic has got 12 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's George. Some solid defense from Williams.
Oh, strong move toward the rim. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Levine for 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Love the confidence from Zach at the arc. He doesn't doubt himself for a second.
It's good. The putback. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Levine finds Williams. Now here's DeRozan. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
That move from DeMar DeRozan was nasty. Great play.
George against Levine. And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. George for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Levine passes to Vucevic. Ball against Jackson. DeRozan right side. 4 on the clock. Vucevic, the pass to Ball. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. George against Ball from down low. Ball with the rebound. Chicago leading. Here's Levine for 3. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Had that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, second this half.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Offensive rebound, Zubac. Leonard against DeRozan. Leonard can't get it to go.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Levine way outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
And Ball gets it to go. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
Excellent concentration from Paul George. Overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Ball outside. Just 3 on the clock. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. And it's Zubac in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Who poked away. Here we go, all alone. It's George on the wing. To take the lead. Oh, and
Hey, y'all, it's Salvers, man. He done let the boy warm up on that song, Lomo Santana himself.
Catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight.
Here's Ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
This is what you want to see more of from Lonzo, being more aggressive with his own offense and drawing fouls.
And so Ball nails both of them. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. George outside. No good on the shot. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
DeRozan outside. The 3 from Ball. They grab their own miss. Here's Vucevic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Bulls lead by 5.
A player that seemingly inhales rebounds. Vucevic attacks the glass with great energy.
It's George on the drive. Deflected. And he gets it back. And that one's good. George has got 8 here in this quarter.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Jackson against Ball. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Vucevic. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Ball against Jackson. 6 to shoot. George over to help. Oh, George with a steal. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. For 3, George.
When we talk about Lonzo's feel for the game, it's at both ends. Excellent defense there.
That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed. Ball's got 21 points in the game. George outside. Zubac. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Ball left side. Shoots over Jackson. And that one comes up a bit short.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Zubac. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. George for 3. Out to Leonard. To tie it up. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
LaVine against Leonard. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. The kick out to Ball. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Basketball.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's George. 1:49 left in the fourth. Out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Vucevic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his second personal.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
And the foul on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
1:33 left in the game. Here's Ball, and he makes no... mistake. Slam dunk.
Pressure's on, but Lonzo looks unshakable. Shoots with total confidence.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Here's Ball. Here's Vucevic. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Ball against George. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Ball against Zubac. From deep, got a hand on it. In transition, here come the Clippers. Count it!
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Ball with it. Jackson in his pocket. And up the floor again for the Clippers. Running the court. And he buries it.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Shot by LaVine, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. Ooh, and Leonard.
Throw it to Kawhi. Throw it to Kawhi. You throw it to Kawhi. You can't do that. You can't do that. But you can't do that, bro. That is disrespect.
That's why I keep throwing it to this nigga. He's not there.
He's not there on that drive. You ain't getting no 3.
And this is why they turn to LaVine. What a shot.
Come on now.
In a big way.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I'll take that 22.
It was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kawhi, that was a thrilling matchup tonight. What does it mean to pull out a close game like this?
It's great because we're trying to build. We're doing it too late. In the fourth quarter, we're playing hard, making shots, but we got to start off early. Too many mistakes in the first half. We end up closing it down in the fourth quarter, though.
When it mattered the most. Thanks, Kawhi. Back